Hi, welcome to the Stephen Cockcroft YouTube channel, presenting non-dogmatic spiritual, psychological and wellness insight for your enlightenment and empowerment. Stick around to learn a simple meditation task to help you manage stress and to assist with your well-being. Today I'm inviting you to try a meditation task that involves thinking about nothing. Does that sound a bit confusing or difficult? If so, don't stress, I'm going to guide you through it and it's not hard. In fact, we'll get straight into it. Introduction. The idea of meditating by thinking of nothing is something that sounds impossible to a lot of people. However, this is the meditation approach I teach in my book, Mind Massage, Be Kind to Your Mind Through Meditation. Apart from explaining how to apply the method, the other main message in the book is that it's not so much the act of thinking of nothing that's difficult, but rather our preconceived belief it will be difficult that acts as a barrier. The following meditation activity is essentially an extract from my book, and it's designed to give you a taste of meditating through blanking your mind. The other purpose of the activity is to show you that the think of nothing method doesn't have to be hard to apply. Rather, it's a potent technique that can be learnt and mastered relatively quickly, and thus it's a valuable tool for anyone to add to their stress management toolkit. The meditation activity. The time required for this is about 10 to 15 minutes. Please listen to the instructions fully before proceeding with the actual activity. Instructions. First up, you're going to need to find somewhere quiet where you can do the actual activity without being disturbed. Okay, now I'm going to describe what you're going to do for the activity. After making yourself comfortable, you're going to close your eyes. You're then going to visualize the word mat, M-A-T, mat, like a doormat, in your mind's eye. Don't worry about the details of the appearance of the word, as that's not important. Simply focus on the basic look of the word, mat, there in your mind's eye, and nothing else. For this exercise, there's nothing significant about the word mat, other than that it's short and unlikely to evoke an emotional response. After a short while, like about 5 or 10 seconds, imagine that M is taken from the word mat in your mind, so that all that remains is at. Just a note, remember you're not actually doing this activity at the moment, you're hearing me read the instructions for doing the activity. After I finish reading the instructions, you'll have an overall idea of how to do the activity and we'll go through it together then. But for now, just keep listening to the instructions that I'm reading. So I'll just go back a little bit there. So all that remains is at, or AT. Now you focus on the word at in your mind. Then, after a little while, imagine the letter A is taken from your mind, and all that is left is the letter T. You focus on the T for a bit. Then, after a short time, you envisage that the T is taken from your mind. Now you focus on what is left there in your visual mind. And there is nothing left. You are simply focusing on that nothing. You keep focusing on the nothing for about 1 or 2 minutes. The exact time isn't important, so you don't have to set a timer. The main idea is that you experience focusing on the nothing for a while. Once you've done the activity, open your eyes and ask yourself how you feel. Then, immediately do the post-activity reflection task, which I'll explain to you shortly. This now ends the instructions for the mat activity. Okay, now I'll read the post-activity reflection task. So don't do this yet. You do this after you have done the activity, and I'm going to tell you now what you're going to do for the post-activity reflection task. I'm going to ask you, or you need to ask yourself, how do you feel now? Do you feel peaceful? Do you have a sense of increased clarity of mind and or clarity of being compared with before the activity? So here we go now. I'm going to read the instructions for the meditation activity and I want you to do what I ask. After making yourself comfortable, I want you to close your eyes. Now you've got your eyes closed and you're relaxed. I want you to visualize the word mat, M-A-T, in your mind's eye. Don't worry about the details of the appearance of the word, as that's not important. Simply focus on the basic look of the word mat there in your mind's eye and nothing else. Okay, you're still thinking about mat? Now, I want you to imagine that the letter M is taken from the word mat in your mind, so that all that remains is at, A-T. Now you focus on the word at in your mind. Keep focusing on at. Now, I want you to imagine next that the letter A is being taken from your mind right now, and that all that is left is the letter T. And now just focus on the T for a bit. And now I want you to envisage that the T is taken from your mind. Now your focus is on what is left there in your visual mind. As there is nothing left, you are simply focusing on that nothing. I want you to keep focusing on the nothing for 2 minutes. I'll tell you when that 2 minutes is up. Hello? I didn't want to give you a fright by speaking all of a sudden, so I just made a little sound before I spoke. You can stop meditating now. And now I ask you to undertake what I call the post-activity reflection task. Just answer to yourself in your mind. How do you feel now? Do you feel peaceful? Do you have a sense of increased clarity of mind and or clarity of being compared with before the activity? Congratulations, you have just meditated by thinking of nothing. If you feel the activity didn't go well for you, then you can always go back and do it again, and then again repeatedly if you so wish. The idea of the activity was twofold: to give you a taste of meditation and its benefits, and to show you that meditating by thinking of nothing doesn't have to be hard. You are now a person who has officially experienced intentional meditation. What's more, the kind of meditation you've just engaged in, that is, letting your mind go blank and think of nothing, is an activity that many people actually dismiss as being impossible. Thank you very much for trying the exercise. Just a note, if you want to learn more about this approach to meditation, you might like to check out my book, Mind Massage, Be Kind to Your Mind Through Meditation. It's available through Amazon, and you can also find details about the book through my website, stephencockcroft.com. And that's it for now. This is Stephen Cockcroft, wishing you all the best.